There we go. We're live. All right, Jude, you
Yay.
take the reins. This is your episode.
Okay, but before we start, it's okay,
Yeah,
wait, let's share it to everyone we know.
we're already broadcasting.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I couldn't share it when I couldn't share it when.
that's
So
true. Hi
let's start by
everyone.
sharing everything. Hi
What happened?
everyone. So
Hi, thanks.
Hello.
wait, I'll be setting up a more better introduction for in a few minutes. Wait, so let's just
Sige. Hopefully
share.
people get the notification. Oh yeah, shit, we had to share it.
I
I was
did
trying to
share
stream
it.
through Twitch. I was trying to stream through Twitch, pero OBS kailangan, diba?
Yes. Wait,
Yeah. Here now.
where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
OBS. Man, wait lang. Oh, there's two people watching. Hello, two people.
Hello, people watching.
Welcome to the stream. This is our second live episode of the Geeky Ones. Today we have Dammitdanica and Dangoflash Gaming as our guests. We will be talking about quarantine gaming, our quarantine gaming experiences.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So wait, I think before we start, this is episode 30 by the way. So
That's
this is
right.
like
That's right.
a very important milestone, if you could say that, because
Yeah.
wait, we've been doing this for like 2 years, and it took a while until we reached
Yeah.
episode
30.
episode 30. So
Yeah.
happy to be here, and it's nice to have it's nice that we could feature guests in our episode, which is awesome always.
hmm
So yeah, I think we can get started with Quarren Gaming. So as we go, I'll just keep sharing this one while we're talking. So
Yeah. Question
let me
number
start.
one. Shall we start?
Wait. So for
Jude.
our episode, this is Quarren Gaming. We're gonna talk about all of our gaming experiences during the quarantine period. So whether it be awesome gaming experiences, all of the games we bought, all of the games we finished, all of the games that are still on our backlogs, and a lot of all gaming content that we may or may not we may have made over the course of the past few months. So yeah, so to start our to as our guest for our episode, we have Dammitdanica. So Danica, say hi. And we
Hi.
have Dango Flash Gaming, who I know has a stream in a while. So hello, Dango Flash.
Hello to everyone, and thank you for the hosts for having me here.
Of course, it's
All
awesome.
right, no problem, no problem. All right, so let's start with the first question.
Okay, the first question is very simple. I guess the answer is obvious for this one. Have you been playing more games during quarantine? Um, as uh, as the host, I think I'll answer this by saying yes. I've played so much more hours compared to any other time of the year.
All right, next up,
So
let's get
how
Danica.
about you guys?
As for me, maybe actually less.
Oh,
I have
okay.
less time gaming. Maybe because I'm working from home.
Mm,
So even after I work, there's still no time for me to game.
so
But
true.
just this month, I was able to like go back to gaming. But for like March and April and May, March to May, I wasn't really gaming that much. But for
Mm,
Okay.
June, that's when it all like went full force. I was able to create content for my page. Uh, I was able. Oh wait, on March I was able to finish 2 games. So I think that's good. But for April and May, less. Maybe I've
mm.
been playing my company's games since I work for a gaming company.
Nice.
I played
It's
That
their
awesome.
still
game,
helps.
right? But it's an educational game called Planeteers. So that's one game.
Planeteers. Oh, the title. I love the title.
And then for
That's awesome.
June, yeah, I'm playing Final Fantasy 7, and then tonight I'm playing The Last of Us 2.
Mm.
So yeah, Fire Emblem. Yeah, I haven't finished Fire Emblem yet. The Last House.
Hmm. All right. Next up, let's go to Dango Flash.
So have I been playing more games? Absolutely.
Yeah.
During this quarantine. And I'd say not in the sense of like filling up my backlog or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
just like the recent video game titles that I've released, I find myself spending so much more time per day.
Yeah.
But compared to what I have, like how much I've been playing before quarantine, I wouldn't say it wasn't like too much of a
Hmm.
difference. Because to be fair, the only thing right now that I'm juggling is Japanese language classes.
I
Oh,
see.
But
nice.
yes, right now though, yeah, it's almost with so much time right now. It's almost like a 9 to 5 thing where I game freely in the morning and then I stream from like the noon until 5.
Mm. Does it get
And
tiring
then
with the eyes, like playing games all day and then like streaming after that, or not really?
not really. I think I've gotten used to this already. And I use glasses that like reduce strain from looking at the monitor for so long.
Like the blue screen, like the blue filter, yeah, the blue light
Yeah,
filter.
so, yeah,
Yeah.
sort of like a
Hmm. All right. So our next question is, how many video games have you played or finished? I feel like it's sort of
Oh
connected
man.
to the first one. Here we go.
Okay, so yeah, I'll start with this because for the past 3 4 months
Yeah.
I've played at least a dozen games. I can't remember if I'm correct on that, but I had a list of on my phone games
Mm-hmm.
finished during quarantine. So I tracked every game that I finished in a way. Oh, it's
Wow.
not updated.
Saying hi to Alex, by the way. Dango Flashes and I is batchmate from school.
oh, hello. Think
Alex O is here.
oh dang, I remember
Yeah,
Alex.
man. Are you in
Nice.
Canada? Are you in Canada, Alex? Anyway, all right, Jude. Let's
Yeah.
go back to
Okay,
your
so
achievement
going
list.
back, so I have this list of games finished during quarantine, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I
Wow.
finished at least 7 games, but
Seven.
I can say,
You have
yeah.
lots of
But
time in your hands.
imagine, I'll explain. Okay, I'll explain after that. So, okay, I finished the second Bioshock. I finished Bioshock Infinite. So I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed those games. Bioshock 2 is not as good as the first one, but I really like it because it had better controls and stuff. Bioshock Infinite was also fun, really fun.
Mm.
Um, I really liked how the game looked, and although the story is a bit weird, like it tried to connect all Bioshock games together, but it was still fun. Next one is Axiom Verge, which Steven, we haven't done a review on.
Dude, you've been saying that for like 6 months now.
Yeah, we're
you
probably
should you
gonna
should
hang
write it
on
up
this.
now.
It's
Somebody's
like
asking for a review.
it's like 30% written. Okay.
All right, all
Um,
right.
and then I finished Journey. This is probably
Mm-hmm.
the game that I finished in like 2 hours.
Nice, nice.
And Shadow of the Colossus on the PS4, the remake. So I bought
Mm-hmm.
that one and played it straight away. So I really enjoyed that game. It's a PS2 remake. I always loved the original one, and the remake just looks much better. Really great.
Nice.
Uncharted Lost Legacy. This one I downloaded, I played, I finished, and I removed from my library temporarily because I wanted to play another game.
Hmm.
And lastly,
All right.
Burnout Paradise. Technically, I finished it because I got the gold trophy, although it would take me more time to finish the every race in that game. And
Hmm.
imagine, I finished all those games despite me spending most of my gaming time playing Apex Legends. Imagine that.
Hmm. Saying hi to Izzy Falls and Kyoresu.
Yeah, those are my Apex friends there. Hi
All right.
guys. So yeah,
All right.
imagine I still grinded to like 100 plus wins in Apex Legends in between of all of those games. So I don't know how I did it sometimes. I don't know
Jesus.
how like that.
All right, let's go next to Danica. What games have you completed during the quarantine?
Hmm.
If any, if any.
Yeah, I did finish some lang, not as much as Jude.
Grabe, ang dami kay Jude eh. Grabe.
Oo nga. Feeling ko like the number of games na nalaro ni Jude, I mean natapos ni Jude, is the number of games that I finish in a year.
Oh.
Okay, that's
So
reasonable.
I think for March, kasi I bought the DLC for Fire Emblem Three
Ah,
Houses,
nice.
which was
Mhm.
Cindered Shadows. So that was a really long campaign, even if it was just a DLC story, an added story. It was long and hard. So I was
Mhm.
able to finish that in March. And then I started on a new house again. The
Mhm.
last house, the third one. Oh wait, no, not really the third one. The Black Eagle. So I'm still finishing that part since basically the stories of the different houses are somewhat the same, only deviating on the second part. So I'm kind of forgetting the two playthroughs I did, so I can start afresh on the third house. So that's what I finished on March. For April, so Planeteers. May, Planeteers.
Mhm.
They're my company's game. And then June, I'm still finishing Final Fantasy VII. I think I'm on chapter 9. Yeah, I'm still chapter 9. So I think I'm already somewhat in the middle. Yeah, I'm somewhat in the middle. Oh wait, I did play one game pala on May. Detroit Become Human. If you guys are
Oh,
familiar.
nice. Nice,
Yeah, I,
Nice.
yes.
I played that on the original
I only
PS4.
played one playthrough of it since it's quite long to like get all of the
Mm. Daming
branches.
branching
Yeah,
endings,
it's
diba?
so
Yeah.
amazing how they were able to like write something that intricate, detailed, and I can't imagine.
Mm.
Because I tried writing a visual novel before with a
Mhm.
friend from Singapore. It was really hard to like script write like the branching stories, especially in visual novels and romance with a lot of boys and then a lot of scenes and choices.
Mm.
So I wish I could still play as much as Jude because those 8 games
Dami,
I was
seven,
only able
grabe.
to do that when I was in college. So I
Mhm.
was able to like finish. They're all RPGs actually. I can still remember them because it was like a milestone for me finishing all of them in a year.
Mm.
So that's Sinosaga 1, Sinosaga 2, Sinosaga 3, and
Wow.
then Wild Arms 4, and then Wild Arms 5,
Mhm.
and then Dragon Quest 8, and then I forgot the other Dragon Quest, but it's also a Dragon Quest.
Mhm.
And I think Pokemon too.
Oh, which version of Pokemon?
Pokemon Emerald. It's my favorite. Third
Ah,
Emerald.
generation is my favorite.
Papa
Okay.
Rayquaza here to fix
Then
stuff up.
afterwards, I didn't play 4, 5. I played X and Y, but no,
Oh,
none.
all
Third
right.
gen is
Next.
the
All right. Next up, Dango Flash. What games have you completed during the quarantine period? And Alex says that's a lot of free time. Jeez,
Well, that is a lot of free time.
so much. My God.
Um, let's
No, that's
see.
like okay later.
Let's see. For March, I had to decide if I was gonna buy Doom or Animal Crossing. I decided to get Animal Crossing instead.
Oh.
Yeah, and in a sense, you can finish the game by getting KK Slider to visit your island because that's when
That's pretty
everything
much the
begins.
conclusion, right?
Yeah, that's when the
Yeah.
credits roll and you're free to do whatever you want for the island and everything. Then
Hmm.
April, I played a lot of FF7 remake.
Hmm.
I finished normal mode in about a week, and then I finished hard mode in again another week.
Oh man.
Uh, let's see. That was April. No, wait. No. Was that 7 May or April? I can't
I think
remember.
April or May.
April.
April. Wait, let me double check.
No. I remember now. It was April. It's because there was another game that came out that I also finished. It was Resident Evil 3.
Oh man.
God.
Ah.
I spent 2 weeks of
Hmm.
the first 2-3 days of release I spent just finishing it and taking my time. But I spent a good 2 weeks studying and researching on how to speed run it on the hardest
Hmm.
difficulty. And the fastest I got was like 2 hours and like 20 minutes.
Hmm.
I was about 18 minutes slower than the record time at that time, but the record is now somewhere below 1 hour 50, and that's just going to get lower and lower as
Crazy,
people get
man.
more creative. I mean, speed running is a work of art.
Yeah.
It's really fun to do.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. Before the June and May games that released, I did cross out. Let's see. I played Witcher 3 again. I finished that.
Hmm.
I played Dishonored 2 again because they removed the DRM, so it didn't mess with the performance of the game anymore.
Hmm.
No.
Uh, I finished Dragon Quest 11 on the Switch. That was the definitive edition. That's where they added a lot of end game content and a lot of side quests. I finished that.
Hmm.
I also finished Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on the Switch.
Oh man.
Uh, I am currently working on finishing The Last of Us 2 because I have Ghost of Tsushima next month, and
Hmm.
then there aren't any titles on my radar from August to October. I would have said September, but Cyberpunk got moved to November.
Hmm.
Got delayed by another
That's
two
true.
months. But
True.
based on what CDPR said, it's basically like it's ready to go gold. Like all
Yep.
the characters, like main quests, side quests, music, everything, it's already ready to go. If it was like an executable file, you can just click it and play it. But they just want to get the feedback from earlier the early reviewers, the previewers, and then tweak it before they release it. And I think that's okay
I
Hmm.
because
think they were
that's
also timing it to the release of the next gen consoles too.
yeah. But they also to alleviate the worries of people like crap. Are they not going to release it on PS4 and Xbox One? No,
Mhm.
they will. It's just that they already confirmed just today that PS4 and Xbox One version of the game are fully compatible with PS5 and Xbox Series X. And being
Nice.
CDPR, who are the most loved, in my opinion, the most loved gaming company out there, they are releasing a performance and graphic update for free if you own
Hmm.
the PS4 and Xbox One game, but you're playing it on the future console,
Hmm.
and that is free. Like
Nice.
Magical.
again, like you'd expect other developers to do that, but so far only CDPR has done something like that. A very nice gesture.
Hmm.
Let's see. Am I forgetting anything? Because I mean, everything after March and before June is a blur. Because
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
I've just
Exactly.
been playing. I've just been playing a lot of games, and whenever like, what have I played? And the other side of my mind, what haven't you played? I'm like, crap. What haven't I played? Oh wait, I remember now. I did like a binge play of Deus Ex, Human Revolution, and Mankind Divided in like one sitting.
Nice. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Hmm.
because if there's one thing that I have done recently in quarantine, I've been like checking major IPs and titles from developers that I think deserve much more attention.
Hmm.
And for Square Enix in particular, uh, they need to finish the Deus Ex trilogy. For Ubisoft, I think it is definitely time for another Splinter Cell game
Oh
because
man.
the genre of tactical stealth and pure stealth espionage is dead. It's gone. Metal Gear has retired. It's in the hands of Konami, but I have my doubts if they're ever gonna revitalize that outside of a pachinko machine.
It's gonna
Hmm.
be another
Um,
pachinko machine.
It's good. Yeah. For Capcom, they did very well with RE2, and I liked RE3, even though it was a bit flawed. It was
Mhm.
still fun to play, but I think they should pay attention to Dino Crisis because want, I personally want Dino Crisis to like come back because the over-the-shoulder mechanics and the actiony part it fits so well when you're fighting dinosaurs. That's just my thoughts. And recently, I think last year, Square Enix got like they copyrighted something about Parasite Eve. I'm waiting for them to disclose
Oh,
what are you
yeah,
doing with that IP? What are you
yeah.
doing with that IP? I need to know. I want to know.
Hey, so we have a question from Izzy Foz. Any recommended RPG games from each of you guys? Let's start with Jude.
Xenogears.
Yeah.
Xenogears. It's an old game, but Xenogears.
Hmm.
When you said
Xenogears are my
Xenosaga,
favorite.
I'm like, where is Xenogears? Where is Xenogears?
Oh my god. Like,
I love.
that
If there's one thing
series
I
is just
loved
like
about
pure love for
Xenogears.
me.
If there's one
Wait,
thing I
wait,
loved
just
about
waiting.
Xenogears was the battle mechanics were really fun. It was very creative,
Yeah,
and
it
I
was kind of like a bit of
absolutely
like that
love.
Nagaya in a sense too.
I absolutely love the characters and how their mechs sort of reflect their personality and everything. I can't like I can probably make a talk stream just about Xenogears alone. I
True,
love that
true.
game
Hmm.
so much.
Do you know a fun fact about Xenogears that it was supposed to be Final Fantasy VII?
Oh man.
I did
Do
not
you
know
know
that.
about
The
that?
only thing I know about Xenogears is that the reason why the latter half was a bit weird was because
Oh
it
yeah,
cut into the development
yeah,
time of
the
FF8.
budget was cut actually.
Hmm.
And it was I think primarily it's also because it when Xenogears was made or like concepted or created, they had Final Fantasy VII in mind for that game. But then
Yeah.
Oh.
while they were writing it or developing it, it was kind of too dark to be a Final Fantasy. So they scrapped that and then they made it into a individual independent game. So Cloud got the spotlight, Xenogears Fei Fong Wong got that. That's why when you were talking about Dino Crisis and then Parasite Eve, I was like
Yeah.
hoping, I hope they remake Xenogears too. Because Xenosaga
Well.
is kind of like an indirect sequel, or should I say
Mhm.
prequel to Xenogears. It's really nice when you think about the lore about it.
The world
It's
building's really good. I'm gonna say that much. But for RPG titles, man, there's no
Tales.
letter before that RPG. There's a lot of kinds of RPGs. For JRPGs, I definitely recommend Persona 4 right now because it's on Steam
Hmm.
right now.
Oh yeah, the golden
And
Persona 4.
yeah, I would say Persona 3, but it's not as accessible as 4 and 5.
Talaga.
So yeah, because Persona 3 is only on like PS2 and
Yeah.
on the PSP. It's not
PSP,
easy to
yeah.
get a
Oh.
hand on that.
Not anymore.
But
Yeah.
the easiest JRPGs to get right now, I definitely say Persona 4
Mm-hmm.
because there is a reason why a lot of people love the hell out of Persona 4 even more so than Persona 5.
Hmm.
Another JRPG I definitely recommend is Dragon Quest 11.
Hmm.
Yep,
But
Dragon
if you
Quest
want
11. Yeah.
But if you wanna really like experience one of the best experiences you can get from Dragon Quest 11, maybe 8.
Hmm.
8 was really like a work of art. That
Yeah,
was something else.
that's Journey of the Cursed King, right? Yeah, that's that.
Yes. As for tactical RPGs, like grid-based, like Final Fantasy Tactics esque, sorry, I'm a Fire Emblem fanboy. I'll say Three Houses. I
Yeah,
have clocked in probably 400 hours in Three Houses.
true, true.
But here's the sad thing. I am so far from breaking my record in Awakening. I have clocked in 2,000 hours in Awakening.
Oh my god.
That is
Oh,
the
man.
only reason. That is the only reason I'm not selling my 3DS XL because it still has a
I
waiting.
don't sell. I
I'm
don't
not
sell anything from my games. Nope.
not letting go
No
of that.
chance.
No
I know.
surprise
I
there.
tried. I tried to like post it online since I needed money to buy more games. When
Yeah.
I was like looking at it, some people were already bidding, and I was like, no, I can't. Okay, I took down the post.
Oh,
I really,
sayang.
yeah, they were bidding for this game. Wait, where is it?
All right.
Bidding for this.
Such a cool
They were
layout in the
bidding for
background.
this.
Oh
Wow.
man.
Like this is a limited edition of the Tokyo Mirage sessions.
Oh,
Nice.
So they
SMT.
were bidding
Nice.
for this, and I was like, "Oh, so if you guys are bidding for this means like, no, I'm not giving this away then."
Okay, RPG
Next
games.
question. Yeah,
Wait,
last
wait,
one
wait.
on Jude.
RPG recommend. Oh, by the way, if you notice whatever game I mentioned, I finished. I rarely finish RPGs because I don't know. I choke on RPG games. It's like it's like I'm so close to finishing it. Then late game, no. um, I can say that to like playing like 3 straight months of Final Fantasy Type Zero, and
Oh
I
boy.
stopped at like I was very close. Let's just say I
Mm.
was like a mission close to finishing at least one huge playthrough. But RPG recommendation, mine's a bit more common. Final Fantasy 9.
Mm.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I love
That's
with the
nine.
perhaps
Diamond
my
Dagger.
it's a Final Fantasy that was stuck between 8 and 10. It was it didn't have enough hype, didn't have enough mention because everyone was already excited for the PS2
Mm.
once it was released. So that's Final Fantasy 9 and Front Mission 3. I'm a
Oh,
big Front
oh
Mission fan.
man.
That's if there was one RPG that I've played and finished multiple times, it's Front Mission 3. It's
Yeah, man. My favorite segment of Front Mission 3 was like Philippines, man. It's like,
oh
hey,
yeah, it's
it's my
there.
home country. And look at this character who's a not so obvious reference to Osiris.
Oh man, dude,
He's a
I
boss,
decked
remember?
yeah, I decked out that character with perhaps the best weapons in the game, and I keep on using him every mission, no matter how impractical it may be. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's those are my recommendations, and I think we can go to the next question.
Yeah.
So
Our next question is go
wait,
ahead, Jude.
since we can't go out during quarantine, although I just did a while ago, we can't really go out on a regular basis as much as we can
He's choppy.
before. Um, I ended up buying more games digitally. So our question is, have you
Jude, you're
guys
kind of
bought
choppy. Jude.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not on my
Have
end.
you,
He's fine on my end.
Yeah, not
Oh,
okay.
that's
yeah.
weird. It's choppy on my
Okay.
end.
Have you
All
guys
right.
bought more games
Okay.
digitally? So that's my question.
Just one.
I would
Bought
say I'd say before quarantine, before the quarantine started, I already did start transitioning from physical copies to digital purchases
Uh-huh.
primarily for convenience reasons. For one, as much as it is fun lining up at your typical game store to pick up your copy of your game,
Yeah.
and talking with other people who have been probably waiting for the same game, I just want to get the game and play it right away
Mm.
at home,
Mm.
you know. But also, obviously, because of the quarantine, it's just a lot safer. And if you're
Yeah.
not the buy and sell type, like if you're not the I'm gonna finish this game, then I'll sell it for a slightly cheaper price. I don't find myself selling any of my games. So I'm like, I don't mind buying digitally. I'm not gonna resell these anyway.
Mm. All right, what are your thoughts on that, Jude? Like, have you? Because I've bought a few. Like, I bought my brother bought Kingdom Hearts 3, the collection. So it has one, two,
Nice.
three, and like the other games like Recoded or something. There's so many games. I've gotten so
This
busy
must
with
have
Kingdom
taken a
Hearts.
lot of
Um,
space. in your PS4?
Oh man.
No, we only downloaded three, so we'll delete three when he's done, and then he'll play the other games after that.
That's how you
Um,
manage
but
hard
I
drive.
personally, I have Yakuza 6. Yeah, so much hard drive space. I'm like seriously considering buying a new hard drive just for the PS4. I'm thinking maybe we have Yakuza 6, which I just finished playing. It's amazing.
Yakuza's awesome.
It's
I've played
so
every game in the series.
it's so
Satisfying.
so satisfying. Kahit yung pinaka-mundane na gagawin mo, like eating food. Eating food. Pupunta ka lang sa convenience store, punta ka lang sa fast food shop. Just doing that, for some reason, is more satisfying than beating people up on the street.
I know, right? Or even
Hindi ba
going
magka-
to like a karaoke place with your friends. You're like,
Exactly.
freaking awesome.
Like legit, we've been to a Japanese karaoke. Like that's a premium room. Like with the one that Kazuma goes to, it's like that's a big premium room. Like a regular room's like a small rectangle. But anyway, yun, digital games that I bought, that's probably the two. I did get Overcooked on the PC, and I realized that was a bad decision because it's so hard to play Overcooked without a controller. It's hard on keyboard for me. And then last one, yeah, I think that's about the games I played digitally.
Okay.
Danica,
so,
any games or?
Probably more DLC since I'm not really too big on digital games since I
Mhm.
collect.
Like your big Last of Us in the background right now, like right there.
Yeah.
You know, ang laki ng Last of Us. Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't fit anymore. So big. It doesn't fit in
Grabe.
this. It doesn't fit already
Damn.
here. It's so many
man.
now.
Wow.
no
That's
more box
huge.
space for that.
That's crazy, man. That's a
My
lot.
brother was supposed to get the Ellie edition, but they ran out.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I was supposed to get the Ellie edition too, but I ran out of it. So at least the collector's there. So
Yeah,
for
they
me,
still had a lot.
I only bought one game digitally, which is the DLC. Still DLC
Okay.
because
Yeah, it's
I
like
can't
counts.
get
It counts.
a physical copy. I don't know. There's just this sense of fulfillment, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I like touching my games.
it's like
So
comic
when I-
books.
Yeah, I find more sense of I don't
Yeah.
I can't speak it in words.
Parang,
I
parang
guess-
sense of gratification? Parang ganun.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. Mas okay
Or I
na
guess it's a
nakahawakan ko
tradition.
siya kaysa sa digital space lang. Plus, my
Yeah.
PS4 is first gen. So I bought
Yeah.
The
I bought
shiny
that
one.
when it first came out on the same year. So it's only 500 gigabytes.
Oh my
So I
God.
have to remove games. Every time I get a new game, I have to remove. But it's okay. I like the management stuff. It's just that I need to have the collection I see. That's why I haven't sold anything from my collection ever since I got my PS4. Pero sa PS3 nun, PS2 puro daya. Siguro sa PS4 po eh. They're all original.
Dangoflash, you were-
PS1, puro, alam mo na,
Yun nga eh, diba? Green Hills.
Hindi mo tatanggi. Oh my God, those were the days na naglalakad ka lang, PS2, yung libre-libre
Yan,
PS2.
tapos na.
Every corner
Dangoflash,
has
you were-
Lang? Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
50. Remember, grabe. Dangoflash, you were saying
5100?
you were gonna say something, Dangoflash?
Yeah, regarding like preferring physical copies over digital copies, I guess it's also a carryover as a tradition as personally as someone who started gaming ever since like mid 90s. So I'm sort of used to putting a cartridge in my N64
Or blowing the cartridge.
blowing into the cartridge to make it work. Even though I found out everyone found out recently, yo, that doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, like it's
what?
supposedly daw parang it actually damages the cartridge.
Yeah, because like the moisture from
Oh my
your
God,
breath
moist,
actually makes it rust. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever,
I
it
actually
still
don't
works.
just blow it actually. I don't know, I was weird as a kid. I just remember
You
I
like
also lick
massage.
it, I look it clean and then it works. But then I can't imagine licking it. I was like, what? Me and my sister did it actually. So
But yeah, I do remember like in hindsight, I blew into a cartridge and then I realized like a few years later it no longer worked. It was so sad. But yeah,
man.
Okay, I think
Alex-
I'll share my digital purchases now.
Yeah.
There was this one time a few months ago that I bought like It was a sale, so I bought like 5 games digitally at
Shit.
once. It was,
Five.
but it was so cheap. It was like 2,000 pesos for 5 games.
Wow. Oh yeah, you told me about this. Yeah, yeah.
So like,
Okay.
I was thinking of buying an entirely new game, one new game, compared to buying 5 older games that I've been wanting to try out. So
Mm-hmm.
instead of buying a new game, I bought like 5 older games, and I've had the best experience possible. But I understand buying physical. I really do want to buy physical games
Mm-hmm.
more often than digital. But I discovered how convenient buying digital is recently.
Mm.
Um, like Dango Flash said, it's safe. It's safe. You don't really have to go out, and the convenience of playing it straight away is so fun. Like,
Mm.
yes, it's there already in your system. All you have to do is just turn it on and enjoy the game in the next few hours. So
Mm.
yeah, I've bought more games digitally, but I was planning to buy I'm planning to buy physical games just as long as
It's safe.
it's a game that
Yeah.
I really love. I really
Like you
enjoy,
have to
and
risk
of
your
course
life to
safe.
get a physical copy of that game.
Well, I went to Ayala Malls Manila Bay yesterday just to get my
Oh,
collector's edition.
madami ng tao. Madami ng tao kahapon.
No, it was a good decision nga that I chose Ayala Malls Manila Bay to get my
Yeah.
game. Because
This is yeah.
my
Not
friend
sponsored
kasi,
by Ayala Malls.
she, she placed on her Data Blitz form that she'll pick it up in MOA. So
Oh
yesterday
no.
she sent
Oh
me a
God,
photo. There were a lot of people outside Data Blitz, and
Gusto mo
she
i-share sa
was
screen mo?
26th in line. And I was like,
26?
Wow.
wow.
Oh
And
my
there were still
26
god.
other
in
people
social
behind her.
distancing.
Well, kasi, maliit lang naman kasi yung Data Blitz sa MOA
Yeah,
eh. Diba?
Ah.
So,
Ay,
buti
wow,
na
lit
lang, when
nun.
I got the Data Blitz form for my collector's edition, buti na may Ayala Malls Manila Bay. Because I remember when I went there, it's big, plus wala pa masyadong tao pumupunta doon. Which is
Mm.
true. Kasi pagdating ko doon kahapon, halos walang tao. So, ako talaga
Mm.
na una. And then there was another one who was there, pero parang bumili na siya ng other game.
Yeah.
Wala.
Parang naalala ko yung ano eh, naalala ko yung, I think sa 30th, I can't remember who said, I think it was Jude, he told me na pag sa 30th daw, wala, Ayala naman, Ayala 30th, again, this is not sponsored by Ayala Malls. Um, yung sa Ayala 30th daw, supposedly wala masyadong tao. I think it was you, Jude, who said it, or someone else told me
Mhm.
that Ayala 30th does not have that many people. So if you want to like line up for a game, let's say hindi ka sa South, Ayala 30th is a good spot or something.
that might
But
have
there are
been.
just
Layo
some
ng Ayala
branches.
30th. Ang tigas yan, di ba?
Yeah, pero
Yeah.
ako kasi taga QC ako. Like, Dango Flash is
Yeah.
in Makati. Around near, I know, around the,
I'm in Pasig,
or,
dude.
yeah, Pasig area. The
I'm
Pasig
like,
area.
I'm at the Pasig Mandaluyong border. I'm
Yeah.
literally 5
Mhm.
minutes away from
You're
Shang
like,
and Mega.
Shang, it's
Usually
like
kasi dito
Shang,
lang
or
ako sa
like,
SM because bumibili ng
yeah.
games ko and all of that. Sa
I'm
iTech.
sorry.
Actually, I'm more of an iTech fan than Data Blitz.
Yes, I think I
Wala
just
lang akong choice kaya ako napabili sa Data Blitz ng Last of Us kasi pagka-post pa lang ng iTech ng Last of Us, it was sold out. Lahat out
Wow.
of stock na agad. Buti na sa Data Blitz meron pa, pero out of stock na yung LE edition. Pero
Eh,
at the time na nabili ko na-confirm ko na yung spot ko for the LE, for the collector's edition, biglang nag-post yung iTech na we've restocked. And I was like, shucks!
no.
sometimes I wonder like how
Sayang yung
database
points. I have the membership card pa naman. Jesus.
Oh, grabe. Oh, Izzy Fuzz. Oh, yes. First of all, Alex O says lol at all these recent games while I'm here still playing Star Wars KOTOR. Oh. And then
That
Izzy Fuzz,
title deserves more love, man.
Xbox. I think sobrang sumikat din yun sa Xbox, I think. Izzy Fuzz, lol, I have no problems when it comes to buying games physically because no one goes to the Data Blitz in SM Aura and that's where I buy. The Fault Line Mall.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
it's some people
Aura.
go to SM Aura, ha?
Oh, sorry,
Some people
Danica.
go there. I remember, I wait, Dango Flash, tama?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you played yung Fire Emblem Fates?
I've played all Fire Emblems. All
Yeah,
Fire Emblem
after
titles.
waiting. So were you what were you able to get? Were you able to get the limited edition one?
I ordered mine. I ordered the collector's edition from Japan because
Oh my god, you're so
it had
swerte.
it had
Kasi
the
I have
cartridge where it has all three routes already
yeah,
pre-installed.
okay, yeah, yeah. Kasi I have this funny story kasi because it's really limited here in the Philippines yung Fire Emblem Fates na limited edition. Like it's really rare na
Yes.
mauubusan ka. So I called so many hindi lang iTech pati Data Blitz and then I had this decision to go to SM Aura at 7 a.m.
7
Wow.
a.m.
Yes.
Wow.
7
And
a.m.
waited there para magbukas ang SM Aura. And there were other guys also on the line waiting for it to open.
They wanted that Camila to your sister.
Yeah, yeah. Tapos pagbukas na, ang funny kasi, super funny talaga, pagbukas na ng mall, takbuhan lahat sa Data Blitz. It was so funny. Just go.
Naalala niyo ba?
Pero nakakago
Oh,
naman
man.
nila. The sad thing is,
Crazy
wala
stuff.
wala sa SM Aura. That
Oh
was
my
sad.
God. Nagtakbuhan for nothing.
Yeah. So I was so sad and my God, ang tagal ko naghintay doon.
Oh.
So I decided to go to SMBF na lang sa iTech and just bought another game which was like I think I bought The Walking Dead, yung Telltale. And then sinabi sa akin ng iTech doon na, "Ma'am, meron po kami ng Fire Emblem Fates. Gusto niyo po ba?" Have my
Which edition though? Which edition was this?
Oh man.
Yeah, the limited edition one.
Oh,
Ayan.
nice.
Damn.
Solid.
God, her collection is epic, just to say. Like, if there was
Which
a way,
one?
oh wow. See, if we were on Twitch right now, I'd like say, hey, please buy us bits for like Danica's like epic collection right now. Oh
My
my
God, all
God.
of the effort for this game. My God, this is my most loved game. Kasi people are
God.
scalping this kasi I think this was 5,000. And then when
5K?
people, yeah, 5K or 7K, I forgot. But people were like selling this for 15K for people who want to buy this.
Ouch.
Grabe.
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's why I'm so lucky to get this.
Woo.
Twice the price. Ouch. Okay. Well,
We went off on a tangent.
by the
there.
way, I think I can share that I'm a big iTech fan as well. I just arrived there a while ago. I just went there a while ago, so I bought a headset. Bought a
Yeah.
headset for PS4.
I,
And I bought a new controller last week.
by the way, I think
What?
we kind of
Which iTech?
answered. Huh? Which
iTech and
though?
SMBF.
Ah,
Next question is supposed to be: has the quarantine changed your perspective on digital purchases? But I think we've talked about it already. Yeah.
I think we answered it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
So
Okay, Jude.
yeah. Um, okay, I guess that one's answered. So here. This is perhaps the last thing we have to answer before we go to like recommendations and other stuff. So
Yeah.
aside from playing video games, what other gaming things have you done? So that includes streaming,
boy.
content creation. Yeah. Well, I guess the answer is well. Anyway, I'll let you guys answer that first before I do because my other gaming things that I've done is not as much yet. So, Danica, I think we can start with you. So, what other gaming
for
things
I
you
love
have
this
done?
story. I already love this. I already know what she's gonna say.
Oh,
Well, let's not begin there first. Siguro, in terms of my job, since yun nga, like I've mentioned, I work for a gaming company. I QA. I also do QA from time to time. So it's really
Nice.
fun to QA. But it's an educational game. And then, okay, let's talk na nga about the one that you want.
That
Steve.
moment. That moment.
So I already tried the streaming. So I don't have the equipment, so I made it like DIY. So I
Sobrang
have
galing
like
ng
a
DIY. Grabe.
mirror over here para kita ako. Kasi wala akong
Oh,
That's the
capture
best
card,
thing.
wala akong anything. I have a PS camera, pero I left it at the condo and I don't know how to use it to stream. Since I don't
mm.
have a Twitch account, I heard nga na you can do it sa YouTube and then just screen capture YouTube and then live it on FB. But I couldn't do that. So
Mm.
aside from streaming, I also did an unboxing video yesterday.
I
So
saw
it's also
that. I saw that.
yeah, it's really long. Nagulat ako ng haba pala. It's my longest unboxing video yet.
Natakot ako sa ano, natakot ako yung malapit na mahulog. Yung nasa edge na ng table yung
It's so
box.
hard to
Like,
get
oh,
those things
shit.
out of the
Ano
box.
na Actually, yung nakita ko yun while I was editing, I was like, bakit hindi ko naramdaman na pahulog siya? It was okay. It was fine. It's okay. It didn't fall.
It's alive.
It
It's
didn't fall.
alive. It's alive in the back.
It's alive. It's alive. It's still here. It's still here. Yeah, it's still there. Alive. What else? Aside from streaming and content, I think that's it. Yeah, yun lang.
All right, let's go next to Dangoflash. What have you been doing with your gaming content?
Let's see. Well, I guess I could call it like the perfect coincidence because when Valorant came out 3 weeks ago, I really like got sucked into the game, and to give myself that competitive like impetus, I uninstalled Rainbow Six Siege because I told myself I am going to get good at this game. I'm gonna compete like in
You
ranked
play
and
Rainbow
everything.
Six with Sina Seth, diba?
Yes.
Yeah, Sina Sethan, yeah.
Yes,
Good
but
guy, good guy.
I effectively quit Siege just for Valorant because I'm like I'm gonna focus like all of my competitive whatnot on this game.
Mm.
And thing is, because I allotted so much time to it, I'm just like, crap, I have a lot of clips. I may as well make a highlight vid. So
Yeah.
the first week, the first highlight vid was a good 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Suddenly the second week I noticed I'm like, crap, it's now 18 minutes.
Ay, ang
And then
haba.
this week was worse. I just
Okay.
released it. This week was worse. It was a 30-minute highlight vid.
Wow.
Look, dude,
That's basically that's a stream right there.
yeah, dude, 210 clips. I had
Wow.
to trim 210 clips one by one, add transition and some effects. And I'm just like, I mean, people be like, dude, what the hell? Why not just get
Just
someone
stream.
else to do it? I'm like, but if I do it myself, I learn and
That's
I
true,
get
that's
to
true.
see my little baby grow up from a bunch of files into a full video. And
That's
Have someone do it
This
for
was-
200 pesos.
Oh God.
I mean,
Dali na naman,
if
oh.
someone
Dali na mag-edit
if
at
someone-
lagyan.
oh my god, I mean, if
Oh,
someone
that's
could do it for
another
200,
issue right there.
another issue. But I get
Oh
the joke.
man,
But
that's so true.
just to answer that,
Another joke.
if someone could do it for 200, then I can very damn well do it for 500. I mean, anything for a price. It's fair. And to quote the quote Joker from the Batman, if you're good at something, never do it
Never
for
do
free.
it for free.
Never
Yeah,
do it for
never
free.
did it.
But like this morning, I was rendering the video and I'm like, oh no, error codes, Adobe Premiere, please, why?
Yeah, it's like shortcut for like the people who use it for free.
I had to do research on like,
Oh.
crap, what do I do for this code? And then I'm like, several attempts to like, I cannot stop here. I cannot quit because this is a 30-minute vid, which I spent time not just getting the clips, but like
Yeah.
trimming them, putting it on the layout and everything, adding the transitions, the effects, and like, crap, no, I'm not gonna give up on this. And when I finally found the solution, I'm like, okay, let's get that 0% all the way to 100%. Like, okay, finally 100, upload. And then I deleted all of my clips.
Oh my god.
Before I deleted the clips, I noticed like one of my SSDs had like 480 gigabytes out of a terabyte. When I deleted all the clips I used for that video, I had like 540. I'm like, I had 60 gigabytes worth of clips?
Grabe. Izzy Paul says, by the way, NRG underscore Dango Flash. Someone sign him already.
Oh,
Nice.
Norarengo. Norarengo is my favorite Siege team because I just love their coach. Their coach is like super relax. I'm just like, you know what? Damn right.
Is this
When
for
you
Valorant?
play, no, not for
No.
Valorant, for Rainbow Six Siege. Uh,
Nice, nice.
because I think he was like interviewed, like, how did your team win? Like, what did you tell yourself? Oh, super relax. I'm like, damn, I can
Oh man.
relate to that. You just when you play a competitive game, whether
Yeah.
it be an esport game like LOL, Siege, Counter Strike, or even a fighting game like Street Fighter or Tekken, you just gotta be chill. Not like
Mm,
lax, but you just gotta relax, be chill because it's a game. Try to have fun while you're trying to win.
nice,
So
nice.
that's basically it. So yeah, basically my time right now in the quarantine was just basically, let's see, I have so much time streaming and clipping, and as I do my weekly streams, I'm just like, wait, somebody suggested I do a 30-minute short stream where I do nothing but talk about a gaming related topic with
Yeah.
minimal preparation. I'm like, I can do that. I can do that for Fire Emblem. I can do that for Metal Gear. I can do that
Yeah.
for Xenogears. I can do that for video game photography. Damn it, this is an idea.
Oh.
I need to start this.
Izzy Paul says, Dango Flash is so wise. Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Sending hearts.
Well, I'd say that I wouldn't say that wisdom is just like something that pops out of thin air. No, you learn it. You learn it as you go. So everything I know now, you just really learn, but you have to experience it to learn.
Yeah.
But thank
Just
you,
like
Izzy
what,
Fuzz. I
related
appreciate it.
right here said, Sic Parvis Magna. Greatness from small
Ah,
beginnings.
yeah.
Mm,
Small.
nice, nice. All right, so I think. Oh, Jude, like you have something,
Yeah.
right? You
Oh.
you've been doing. You have a gaming
Oh
channel
yeah.
now, right?
Okay. No, gaming page. Well,
Okay.
I started the gaming page because like Dango Flash, I have like um on so many gigs, like basically as 20% of my PS4 hard drive worth of Apex Legends game captures. So like
Nice.
I capture whole games, and I just cut some nice parts there, here and there, and I thought, why am I cutting so much stuff if I'm not gonna use it somewhere? So I decided that, I'm gonna edit it. I started with Share Factory on the PS4, and I'm gonna try work my way up and use Shotcut for the next ones. But yeah, like Dango Flash, I just motivated myself to put all those clips together, and share them, post them for everyone to see. And one thing I did was, one challenge I wanted to do was find the right music for the highlight, because I wanted the music not to just be something that people would like. It's something that would define
Fit the
define
theme.
how would I play, like how I play. So like I was looking for something that was just jumpy, energetic. So I centered around much of my highlights around the song, and I got around and releasing it for the first time. So that was the best part. So right now I'm posting like single clips of gameplay. So like I have another one scheduled later, and right now I'm also gonna try doing another highlight. So I think my challenge right now is just finding the right music, right, Steven? I was asking
I
you about
mean, yeah,
that.
I had an issue with that on Twitch before. So I was playing The Sims 3, and I had my Spotify playing at the same time, but it was on Red Hot Chili Peppers. And considering sa Twitch, diba, mas strict sila sa mga like music rights and all. My video
Especially
got
now,
blocked.
actually.
Yeah, especially now. So like I streamed The Sims 2 on Twitch now, because it was out for free on Origin a few years back. Anyway, with going back to the point of music, na-block yung buong video ko. So naka-mute yan lahat. All that commentary gone. Yeah. So now every time I play Sims 2, you have to like mute everything, mute all the music. Just keep the sounds fine, but like the speeches and all, but the music is like off. Like, and then during the time I was playing Sims 2, I realized, shit, I love like I feel like Sims 2 and 3 are the best Sims games. Sorry, I just went off on a tangent. Sims 2 and
Oh,
3 are the best.
Mm.
Like even when I stream, like I don't have to mind what's going on that much because it's just a simulation game. So you don't have to like bother about like, oh no, like okay, let's say if you're in a shooter, you have to concentrate on your game. You can't really read the comments at the same time, diba? It's a bit hard to do that in a way, yeah. So like I don't know, I just went off on a tangent. Yeah, music rights are hard, you know. So like Jude,
I've been looking for
have you been able to
public
like
domain stuff.
encounter any issues? Have you encountered any issues with the music?
No, not yet. But yeah, I'm trying to look for music for of course non-copyrighted stuff, public domain stuff. But none have fit the bill. But but most likely I'm gonna search for songs. I'm planning to compile a list of songs that I can use. You could use for free. So I think we could also use Steven just in case
Yeah.
we're gonna make some videos too. But yeah, so yeah, that's my challenge. So right now I've made a gaming page. So that's something I wanna try growing. So I'm gonna post more than Apex Legends. That's my goal. I'm gonna post some other games like I might stream, but not too soon. So like I'm just gonna post gameplay highlights because they're quick, funny, and uh, fun clips that people tend to have a lot of engagement with.
Yeah.
I'm having fun right now just posting random
Mhm.
clips of whatever crazy stuff I do in game, and yeah, that's just the best part of it. So yeah, that's my other gaming thing that I've been doing. So
Like
yeah,
Danica, have you encountered any may nag-encounter ka ba ng audio music rights issues sa mga streams mo or hindi pa naman?
No, hindi pa naman.
Hindi
Usually,
pa.
yung tulad sa pinost kong unboxing video like yesterday, I made sure na the music I used came from a royalty-free, like, open for commercial posting. Usually, you
Yeah.
have to find, it's not only good kasi na yung nakasulat lang sa description na for personal use.
Yeah.
Kasi usually, tatanggalin din yun ng Facebook. Kaya it's
Yeah.
better to find music na sinasabi na it's open for commercial use. Para kasi yun talaga, it's free talaga. No
Yeah.
need for copyrights. Sometimes nga, hindi na nga sila magpapasulat sa description na music by blah 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 blah.
Yeah, basta like open for commercial use okay lang eh. Like,
Kasi I also
I'm
edit
taking
videos
notes.
din kasi for a living. Wow, star for a living.
nice.
Kaya medyo ano na rin ako dyan, experience na rin ako when it comes to music. Pero naiintindihan ko rin si Jude kasi for me as an editor sa video, parang hindi ako makakapag-umpisa mag-edit kung wala pa ako napipiling audio or music.
That's true.
Kasi gusto ko sabay-sabay, yung kasabay sa beat yung pag-edit.
Yeah.
Ganun ako
Para every
mag-edit.
click
Kasi
is like
yung mga iba kasi na editor, linalapat nila muna yung mga files and then the music comes afterward.
Yeah.
Alam ko, maybe it's my personal ano lang. Pero not yet. So mas streams ko sa Final Fantasy 7 with the music na FF7. Wala. It's still, may sounds pa naman.
What about Dangoflash? Did you have any experiences of encountering music issues on streams?
Well, it's a very ironic. I'd call it an ironic conundrum because if there's one genre of games I also do play a lot, it's rhythm games. So rhythm games like let's say DJ Max. And there was two instances where I did have like music problems. Was when I streamed Coffee Talk and DJ Max for the PC. Because I'm like, this is a game where you do nothing but just like it's a rhythm game. You just hit the notes on the right time and everything. I'm just like, you've been hit for copyright because I'm like, wait, this game is about music. I thought that
was the exception.
I thought that was the exception. This game is like it's a way to promote the music that's in the game. Like, exactly. All right, whatever. I guess I'm not streaming DJ Max. Or
I mean, yeah.
Until they resolve that. Another
Like,
is Coffee Talk. When I
Mhm.
first played Coffee Talk, I noticed that when the in certain portions where I don't talk at all because I'm like focused on the game itself, that's
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, we have to mute this part. I'm like, wait, what? It's because I'm not talking because it's just the in-game music playing. So the nice thing was I joined the Coffee Talk official Discord and I gave
Mm.
feedback like, "Yo, I'm streaming your game and I really love your game, but I there's this copyright strike. Like they're telling me, yo, you're using copyrighted music, so we have to mute that." And the actual like artist who made the song was in the Discord. Like, wait, no, that shouldn't be. We'll contact Facebook about this.
Mm.
And in the few days after that where I started streaming it again, I'm like, oh hey, they actually fixed it. Awesome.
I wonder if it's ever happened because in the recently it's happened more on Twitch than Facebook.
Yeah,
The
that's
whole
because there are so many YouTube channels that made articles about vids about this, like how
Mm.
like yo, did you notice if your favorite Twitch content creator has like deleted their clips? It's
Or like
like
left for
this is the
Facebook
reason
Yeah.
or like
why.
somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just like, you know, honestly, my only complaint for Twitch is their bias, their rules. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Like again, it's not like I don't want to stream on Twitch. It's just like you're giving me reasons not to. Because like there are so many instances where I know off topic, but I just have to put this out there.
Yeah.
Like I see certain small time channels ambiguously break a rule. Ambiguously, like did they really break the rule, or is it just like a little loophole that people are like, "Hey, yo, you broke the rule," but not really. But we're still reporting you, and
It's
they get
weird.
banned. And if you're a channel that has like what 1,000, 2,000 regular viewers, being banned for even a week is like a death sentence. Like
Yep.
Mm.
your followers will just go somewhere else. You lose followers, you lose subscribers, so you
Mm.
lose your livelihood. But for big channels that have like millions of viewers, if they blatantly break a rule, they will almost not get banned. I'm just like, why? I'm not saying please don't, but I'm just like
Mm.
it's 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 out there. It's so obvious.
Like they
You're
have bias
you're
for certain streamers. Yeah.
yeah, there's an obvious bias. Like, do you really want people to not stream because you're giving them reasons not to?
Because that Twitch was pretty much the go-to place, and then Facebook
Yes.
gaming happened, like YouTube gaming. Like Izzy Fall says, Dangoflash should stream on YouTube. What do you think
Well,
of
Have you tried
your
that?
thoughts on YouTube streaming?
I just have this preference where I think YouTube is good for just YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But to be fair, there is one there is I guess there's like a niche market when it comes to streaming on YouTube. You have to, I think when you stream on YouTube, you have to have not just like a gamer type of persona there, but you should also have like this uh I don't know. You have to have this like social influence, or like you have to have
YouTuber.
a click.
The
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. You need to have
Like
this YouTube,
PewDiePie.
something
Those
like that.
guys.
But if there's one phenomenon, and I'm just like, whenever someone tells me, "Yo, I installed Apex Legends again," I'm just like, "Is it because your favorite Hololive streamer is playing Apex Legends?" And most of the time, they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, I can't blame you. It's funny as hell watching like little anime characters via like Hololive. You know how Hololive works, right?
No. What's
No,
Hololive?
okay. I'll give a brief explanation. Hololive, basically, it's like instead of a webcam, the streamer is hooked up to a motion sensor rig and an avatar that is coded
Yeah.
to, yeah,
Kind of
it's
like
not
Hatsune
cheap.
Miku, something like that.
Sort of.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you know Face Rig from Steam, just think of it as a more expensive and more professional version of that. So
Mm.
the webcam basically checks your sees your movement, and it translates that data into your motion cap, and the motion cap will make your avatar move as you are moving, as if you were the avatar.
Get.
So imagine if Hatsune Miku was like streaming Apex Legends and she reacts, and you can see
Like,
her reaction on like she's like damn it,
Oh,
and then she
man,
like
imagine.
slams the table. You can see the hand like slam. That is hilarious. Like that is
Oh man.
honestly, that's much more hilarious than seeing someone doing it like as the actual person on webcam. I don't know why, but it's just much more hilarious. And that is the pull I'm talking about when you stream on YouTube. You have to be, you need to have that like unique personality, that unique click when you stream on YouTube, compared to us where you stream on Twitch or Facebook, where having a webcam is more or less the norm. But on YouTube, you must have some sort of like personal flair.
Yeah.
That's why I stream on Facebook.
All right. So
So
Jude.
okay, so the questions. Well, actually, that's it for the questions. So
we're down to our last question, I
part,
think.
so since we're doing this, Steven, in our recent episodes, we can do this for this one. Geeky recommendations. I think we already
Good stuff.
recommended a few RPG games, but
Yep.
I think we could recommend one more game that you should play. Maybe not an RPG, since we mentioned a whole lot of them, but yeah, video games you should play. So what is one game you should play? I think I might start with this. What game can I suggest?
Nag-iipon na agad eh.
Si Danica, iikot lang si Danica. I'm like, which one?
My games are
Mo.
are on a distant are on a very distant side of the room.
Yeah.
But I think one game of all the games I played during quarantine, I can recommend Shadow of the Colossus, the remake of Shadow of the Colossus on the PS4, because as far as remakes go, it looks so pretty. Like, compared to how it looked on the PS2, I thought the PS2 version looked great, but in the end, I found that um, Shadow of the Colossus, the visual upgrade is just so vast. The open world looks so much better. The Colossi look so much better. Like, the digital fur on all those Colossi.
Digital
looks so
fur.
much better. Yeah. And there's stony bodies. They look like moving ruins. So that's like the best thing ever. And yeah, it looks so much better, and it's a game that deserves a remake, because the original one, admittedly, it's great, but it feels slow, because processing Colossi on a PS2 is not the most ideal place, maybe technologically, but since it's on the PS4, it looks so much better. Now,
Danica is still looking for her recommendation.
well,
All right. Should we give it to Dango Flash for now?
Yeah, let's go with Apple Flash.
I just wanted to add to what you said about Shadow of the Colossus. If not a remake, at least a sequel. And that game deserves a
Oh
sequel.
man, yes. Maybe 32 Colossi next, maybe.
Did you check out the cut Colossi from the content? There were supposed to be like 20, I think.
Yeah, I saw a few. I haven't seen all of the cut ones, but yeah,
The contents
I
were
feel
very
like
interesting.
I really wish they'd add, like, the game had 16, so I wish they'd add at least 24, 32. But I guess that was at the time limited back then.
We'll
Yeah.
see what
so-
they
yeah.
do with the IP.
And
But
All right.
to
I think
answer
Yeah, okay,
to
Dango
answer
Flash. You
the
go first.
question, video games you should play. Damn. All right. I'll just list it like a top five. I'll give a brief explanation as to why.
Okay.
Okay. If we're talking about like games you should definitely play, especially now because there is time for it.
Yeah.
For one, I would definitely play Sekiro because it was 2017. No, sorry, 2018, 2019 Game of the Year. But for me, the reason why I loved Sekiro so much was because it broke out of its from soft typing, where the only appeal of this game is that it's difficult. No, absolutely not. Sekiro was very fun. The the world was very interesting because I could actually understand the plot. The world, the visuals were very colorful, which is not something you'd see in uh most FromSoft games, which are very dark and bland for a good reason. And the gameplay itself was like you cannot. I almost cannot call it a FromSoft game. I don't want it to be called another FromSoft game because the gameplay is way different from Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and even Bloodborne. If you played those games like if you played Sekiro like you played Dark Souls, Demon Souls, or Bloodborne, you're in one hell of a painful ride. Another would be for anyone who owns a Switch or a Wii U for that matter, Breath of the Wild. Definitely Breath of the Wild.
Oh
Ah.
man.
Because for one, it broke the Legend of Zelda formula of linearity. Because Legend of Zelda games, although you can openly explore, it's still linear in terms of like progression and how your adventure goes. But in Breath of the Wild, it's literally an open map.
Nice,
But
nice.
unlike other open world sandbox, it's not like, oh, I can get lost in this world, that's all that happens. No. The map of Hyrule for this title is very dense. There are many things to do, and I guess if you're very astute, you'll notice the genius in the world design where landscaping actually has a subtle way of directing you to certain spots. And that is why your experience compared to other players will be almost always different.
Hmm.
So
Next
that's
game.
the next game I would also recommend absolutely for sure is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because for me,
Danica
um,
agrees.
that look like if there's just one particular reason I would say play FF7 Remake, it's just for the music. I'm not saying that is the only good thing about that game, but sorry, when I fought Airbuster and like a whole truckload of information just hit me, like this is the second boss in the game, the second boss. Why is the music so damn good? Why
Yeah.
is the build up really good? Why does this boss fight feel like it's the final boss fight? And why is the music for the nth time? Why does it make it feel like the final boss? It's just so damn good.
Mm.
But you get that feel throughout the whole game. Like the experience of FF7 Remake is just so good. And yeah, and this is like for me, FF7 Remake is the benchmark of future FF titles. Like they finally hit the nail in the coffin where we cannot make it too slow paced and traditional turn based anymore. Because although some games still do that, like Octopath Traveler, today, it just won't translate well into the current generation of gamers where they want things to be fast paced and actiony, even though the game by design should be a little slower. Because JRPGs by design are supposed to be slow because they are tactical. You take turns, and between each turn, you're like, what am I gonna do for the next turn? What's the enemy gonna do for the next turn?
Yeah.
But in the FF7 remake, they finally hit that balance where every action you make has to be deliberate, where it has to be planned, but it still feels very snappy, fast, and rewarding, like it's an action game. For
All
number
right.
4,
Yep.
I would highly recommend Witcher 3. I mean,
man.
out of all the game of the years that we've ever gotten, Witcher 3 for me has fit all the reasons why it should be game of the year. But for me, the standout for Witcher 3 is how the developers cared for that game. And it serves sort of like an inspiration and a message to all other developers. Like, this is how you take care of your game. All of the content before, like the expansions, they were free. Where at that time, DLC tradition for like a free costume or new hairstyle for this character, whatever, $1, $2. CDPR, no, it's free. Go ahead, it's for free. I was just like, what? Okay, thank you. But the biggest part was the expansions. The game itself, without the expansions, was a complete experience. You could finish it, you can play from start to finish, and you're like, damn, that was satisfying. But there are some games where like, I want more. I want more. And CD Projekt Red just found a way to write expansion where you don't need this expansion, but if you want more from the world, here you go, experience it.
All
But
right.
they
Yeah,
did it in a way where the DLC doesn't complete the game. It just gives you more.
Okay.
Because some DLCs recently are like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, criminal here is Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, so for me
Rewind.
to understand this fully, you're saying I need to pay for DLC? Why? That shouldn't be like that. Why?
That's so true.
And
All right. Last game.
lastly, for number five, because of how difficult personally, because of how difficult this year will be for Game of the Year, because you have so many titles. I think it's very important that people play Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Simulator. It is an indie game, but for me, I literally herald it as like possibly one of the greatest games ever created, because for one, it's indie. Two, it's very simple. But the one feature that other games tend to miss out on, but this game does it in spades, is writing and immersion. Like, I can literally feel myself being in the shoes of Julian Stingray, who is the main character. You're the one you control. And what do you do in this game? It's easy. You just serve drinks in this cyberpunk setting, and you're just listening to really damn good music. And you're like, really? The game is that good? But I'm just like, if you play it, you will really like feel the immersion and everything. And it's just, oh god, it's just so good. Like, I can't put it into short words. It's just get the game, because it's indie, it's cheap, it's on Steam or Switch, whatever. Just get the game, all right? You'll probably know what I get, what I try to get with here.
All right. Now, finally, we have Danica, who's been itching to showcase her game recommendations. Because we are now at an hour 16.
Passionate video games.
We're on time, guys. So
Yeah, we're on hour 16. All right, Danica, time to showcase your game recommendations before we go.
So for me kasi, I'm more of a JRPG gamer talaga.
Yeah. So easy for us.
Action adventure games. So,
Let's start.
start from the very beginning. So for PS2 siguro, wow.
Oh, PS2.
Nice. I want to hear this.
If you have. So it's, Tales of the Abyss.
Oh,
That's a good JRPG game. The Tales of series naman talaga have a lot of good JRPGs, but Tales of the Abyss is my favorite. Siguro another very classic din, since Xenogears has already been said. Ito yung next recommendation ko. If people have not played it yet,
Oh man,
My lord, Chrono Trigger!
Here we go.
they should play it. So
I
get
can
an
admit,
emulator if you...
I can admit, this is a game that I had at one point, and I never had the time to finish. Now I don't think I have it. I need to find it.
Emulator.
Yeah, it's hard. I bought this nga. Parang ito na lang yung nag-iisang copy sa iTech.
Ah, man.
Tapos hindi na, tapos wala na. They
Shit.
don't restock Chrono Trigger
I don't-
anymore.
I don't
Say
think
hi
they're
to Francis
making it
Martinez,
again,
by the
so,
way.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Saying hi
Hello,
to
Francis
Easy
Martinez.
Falls and Francis Martinez. All right, let's continue, Danica. What's the next
Tapos,
game?
siguro for another
Wow.
JRPG din. Nino Kuni.
Oh.
I haven't played
Yes.
one yet, but I hear it's also good. Pero kasi
I played
it's
one on the
also good
PS3.
kasi
It's really good.
it's level 5 and Joe Hisaishi. So, Studio Ghibli feels na laro.
Yeah, wait. So level 5 as in the same makers of Yokai Watch.
Yes.
Tama ba? Wow.
Oo. Pero
A- variety.
And again,
Yeah.
Bandai Namco siya. Favorite
Kaya,
ko
Bandai
rin yung Bandai
Namco.
Namco. Kasi dun, sa kanila din yung Tales eh. They're tapos,
Grabe. Nahulog.
Oh,
Francis
na-kiss lang.
Martin. Francis Martinez says really wanted to play Cyberpunk though and Ghosts of Tsushima.
Shameless
Yeah.
plug, I'm gonna stream that next month!
Woo!
I'm
We have
streaming
time
that
for that later.
Pag casual gaming, parang JRPG din siya, but you can also play it casually,
Hmm.
is Dragon Quest Builders.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Two
masaya rin
editions,
siya.
wow. Has Danica Have the
And
heart of
then,
Sword Art Online games. Do you have the Sword Art Online games daw? Tanong ni Izzy
oh
Falls.
no.
No.
I kind of
Oh.
didn't like, when I saw it kasi sa, trailer, parang ang bagal ng battle system. Hindi ko siya
Mm.
type. I'm so sorry. Basta sa mga
Alright.
fast-paced na yun, like Tales na maraming mga pinipindot.
Yeah.
I think
Parang
that's my
Punisher
problem.
mode ni Cloud sa Final Fantasy
Ah.
7. Parang mga ganun kabilis na high action yung gusto ko.
Mm.
And then another action-adventure game,
Oh,
Horizon
yes.
Zero
Yun.
and
Complete
Tours
edition.
Sabana. And then last but definitely not the least, siguro, this is one of the games that changed my life. Siguro nasa same, na siya, halos nasa same level na siya ng Xenogears for me.
Damn, what
Which
game
is,
is this?
suot ko na yung t-shirt. It's Nier Automata.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, music pa lang, guys. Yung nilaro ko siya, and then, super I was like, awestruck with the game design, yung
Yeah,
characters,
you have to
yung
take a deep breath,
story,
take it in.
yung lore. Oh my God, there was this one scene pa nga na after finishing that, parang hindi ako makalaro kasi it was sobrang bigat. Like parang
You had to process
it
it.
really hit you in the film. Ang galing ni Yoko Taro magsulat, guys, my God. Tapos yung music kay Keiichi Okabe, nanalo siyang game, Music of the Year sa GOTY.
Nice.
Yes,
Yes,
best
dude.
music soundtrack. Kasi after ko laro ito, it's really true kasi after ko matapos yung Nier Automata, siguro yung cellphone ko, there are like 600 plus tracks of Nier
Grabe.
Automata na covers, piano collections, original yung mga unreleased tracks, lahat ng tracks ng Nier Automata, kahit yung mga orchestra, it was nice. So, ito talaga pinaka-best recommendation ko, which is Nier Automata. Sobrang
Nice.
ganda niyang JRPG. You have to play this. Kung sino nagsabi, si Easy Falls, ito ang JRPG na dapat mong malaro. Sobra. Yeah.
Saying hi again to Francis Martinez, Command and Conquer Remastered with Red Alert. You should try it. It's out now.
Oh, yeah.
Jeng Marie
It's
says, yes, Danny, 3 hearts. And then Izzy Falls again says, I was actually planning to get Horizon Zero Dawn too,
Oh, yeah.
but COD World War II was releasing that same year,
but he
so
was the COD
RIP.
guy, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I can say that Dangoflash, thank you for reminding me the end time that I have to play Witcher 3. I have it on my library. I just need to
Play
download
it already.
Play it, dude.
So
Now's
yeah,
a good
and
time.
Horizon Zero Dawn, yes. I may not have played Frozen Wilds, but I did finish the game, and yes, I always remember
Hindi
it.
ko pa nalaro yung Frozen Wilds, Jude. Huwag kang mag-alala. Nasa backlog ko din siya.
No, I think I wanted to finish it, but I remember I was just there was this point na I felt so frustrated with not taking down one of the machines. There was this one machine na the one that kept going underground. I forgot what it's called. I just got so
Grounder, I forgot. Grounder
Yeah.
siguro. Basta, yeah.
like all the other ones I can tolerate. I think even the biggest one, I forgot the any unit that's standing or flying I can tolerate, but anyone that goes underground was just no.
No, I can tolerate the ground one, but I can't tolerate the flying one.
Right?
I
The
don't
flying
like
ones,
the
yeah.
flying one.
But
Yung the big one, the big bird, I can't.
Yep. But if
I
there was
know
one
that
thing
one.
if there was one thing that Horizon Zero Dawn does well is that you know how it makes the damage look so nice. Like every time you hit an arrow on a piece of the machine's armor, it just pops off, like just gets removed. You know, you feel like, hey, I'm doing something, even though like it takes another 15 minutes to destroy the machine.
I guess
Alright,
the
so
impact, every impact of attack you do, it feels you're rewarded with like a really nice sound effect and like the creature reeling because you hit it somewhere. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm kicking your ass.
Yeah, I hit. There's weak point there. But yeah, and then I just also like, you know, playing around with the details. Like, oh, what can I remove in this machine? and I think I
All
did
right.
rip off a lot of machines. So, oh wait, Star Wars Battlefront Raw. Yeah, well, I downloaded that one because it was free on PS Plus, and yeah, it's now
Yeah.
taking up one
You have
fifth
10
of
days.
your
You
hard
have
drive.
10 days before it disappears.
I already downloaded it, thankfully.
All right.
Yeah, I did. I'm enjoying it. A lot. It's a game that had a lot of hate because it released with microtransactions. EA
Yeah.
loves those things. Now they're trying to make their image more nicer, but they
They just need
can't remove
to
old
they just need
habits.
to reflect on what they did with Fallen Order and replicate that in their future titles.
Oh, by the
That's
way,
Mm.
Star Wars.
literally it.
Their upcoming Star Wars games, Star Wars Squadrons, no
Yeah,
microtransactions. All you
module.
have to do is
Wow.
Supposedly.
grind the game as you please. So, which is
Nice.
nice. And yeah, so I think that's it for our recommendations. That's it for our
Oh, we got
friend.
one last thing from Francis. By the way, meron pa
Yes,
ba Ace
Ace
Combat?
Combat. Yeah, the
Yeah, it's
last one,
Combat
Ace
7.
Combat
The new
7.
one.
Yeah, they
I
came up
love
with a
Ace
title
Combat.
last year, right? It was
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
love
last
Ace
year
last
they
year.
came up with
Combat,
another
and
title.
I I may not have played all Ace Combat games, but being a fan of military history, military weaponry, seeing fighter planes in Ace Combat, playing them, is like playing. It's just an awesome feeling. Okay, so yeah, that's our geeky recommendations.
Yep.
So our
Before we
outro. So
go.
now we can go. Before we go now, I think before we talk about our social media stuff, Steven, we can just
Yeah.
give time for Danica and Dango Flash to share theirs. So Danica, I think you can start with that.
The what? Sorry.
Social
You
media.
can
Social
share your
media.
Ah, yeah,
social
Drop
media.
your addresses.
okay. So basically, you guys can find me naman on Facebook and Instagram and in YouTube. Same name, Dammitdanica. Except maybe in IG, it's Dammit_Danica
Ah,
since somebody used Dammitdanica already. But for Twitter, for YouTube, and for Facebook, it's mine.
yes.
So please drop a like, please like, subscribe, follow, and just watch my damn it self doing damn it shenanigans in gaming and in life. So up to you, Dago Flash.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter under the tag Dango Flash Plays, as in
Mhm.
PLAYS Laro
Yep.
Plays. That's literally it. If you want videos in particular, it's definitely Facebook. But if you
Mm.
want more like video game photo mode or photography, because if there's one little hobby of mine I like doing in video games, it's
Yeah,
taking
photo.
like
Nice. Nice.
photo-esque screenshots. I post a lot of those on Twitter. So yeah, Twitter for photos and other stuff, but for streaming and video content, mostly Facebook.
Facebook.
All right.
Nice.
Time for Jude. Where can we find
Okay.
you?
Oh well, I made Hey Jude Gaming, so it's just very it's still a starting page. Like I've only had a few video clips. I only post video clips there so far.
Yeah.
I'm still planning to see what other games I can post. I was gonna post something Star Wars related there, but yeah, you can find me on Hey Jude Gaming. It's on Facebook and YouTube, but mostly I'm active on Facebook because for YouTube I just put my long form highlights there
Yeah. Okay.
just in case. So something nice to watch there. But yeah, I'm on Facebook, and I think
You said
Steven, we can
nice.
now start with
Yeah.
our podcast.
All right.
So where can
You
we
can.
find
It's
our
okay.
podcast?
So for me, I am at Stevie said yep. Oh, did Danica disappear? Oh no,
Nope.
Danica DC'd. I
Looks like
think
she
she
Anyways,
did.
left. I think she might have left. Hold
that's
on.
fine.
Anyway, thanks to Danica, and oh, she's coming back. She's coming back. There we go.
Yeah, sorry.
Nawala
Yeah.
ka. All
Philippine
right.
internet at its finest.
Slap soil internet. Oh, okay. Anyway, I am Stevie said yup on Twitter and on Twitch. I do Sims 2 streams occasionally, like on weekends. You can find us at the Geeky Juans at thegeekyjuans.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We haven't used Twitch in a while, have we, Jude? We haven't used
What?
Twitch
We
though
haven't used Twitch?
in a while.
Haven't, not yet.
Yeah, we have
I
not
think
used Twitch.
I need to try and resurrect it,
Yeah,
maybe.
so it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, thegeekyjuans.com. You can find our articles there. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can get an audio version of this in a few hours over there. And wherever your podcasts are obtained. Anyway, for Dammitdanica, for Dangoflash, for Jude, I'm Steven. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye, and thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, guys. So,
Thank you
we
so
Bye.
much,
hope
guys.
to see you in
Thank
future
you.
episodes, maybe if we do more gaming content. Thank you so much, guys. So, yeah, this is episode 30 of the Geeky Ones, and I hope you enjoyed our episode, guys. For everyone watching, thank you so much. That was awesome.
Woo.
And yeah, so
Bye-bye.
bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.